Okay, if I just reload this, I can just sweep down my aircraft to take it out and then sweep it back. It's this one. Move.
Declutter level 2, over.
Ready to go, sir. I'm reading you. Rolling.
System activated.
Am I clear to engage?
Ready to go, sir.
Insufficient Francine gas.
Ready to go, sir.
Moving now. I'm taking some hits, sir. Roaches are attacking your base.
Mineral field depleted.
Insufficient Francine. Roaches are attacking your
Ready to go,
base.
sir.
You need some roaches killed.
Okay, you know what? Let's not worry about, rushing this for an achievement. Let's not fixate so much on achievements. Let's just play the mission. Yeah? If we get an achievement, we get an achievement. Let's not worry and fixate.
Got some action for me, sir. Go, go, go! Our mining drones are under attack. Moving now. Our mining drones are under attack.
Should I really bother saving that vehicle? Sure. Certainly, the mission being called Piratic Victory is not really reassuring.
Sir,
Please identify yourself. Online.
just turn me loose on them. You need some roaches killed. Go, go, go! Roger that.
I've got a big problem here.
Moving now.
Let's get to work.
Sir,
Yes, sir. I'm moving there now, sir.
roaches are attacking your base. Roaches are attacking your base.
In the air. In the air. Excuse me.
Order, sir.
Well done and not dying. Excuse me. You can call it an artillery strike.
Roger that.
Could be a useful move.
Roaches are
Need better timing on it.
me to familiarize you with additional structures which UPL defensemen has made available
Oh God.
for deployment in this combat.
Guardians.
I recommend you construct an airstrip as soon as practicable.
1 sec. 42, 43, 44.
This will allow you to build Osprey attack helicopters, Raptor fighter jets, and Condor transports. You will need these vehicles to ensure mission success.
Prepared for placement. Additional fusion reactors are required.
Please identify yourself.
Can't build the other defenses right now.
Resources.
System
That'll be
activated.
useful. Build it here, put it on 7.
System activated.
While you were constructing the airstrip, Commander, I evaluated our defensive posture and believe it is not adequate due to the large uncontrolled area in which our base is situated. While infantry are excellent in offensive operations, defensively, their low survivability presents tactical concerns for UPL defensemen. For this reason, they have given us access to the Nightjar and Solitaire buildings. I recommend constructing one of these now, sir. Please
System activated.
Okay. Nightjar here, nightjar here.
Insufficient mineral resources.
System activated.
online.
Hitting return seems to glitch. Like, sometimes they seem to not really cooperate with that.
Online.
System activated.
Please identify yourself.
Over here.
The Nightjar and Solitaire are stationary defensive structures that are not automated, unlike the electrostatic defense towers. In order to power these facilities, you must order an infantry pilot to assume control. Move any of your infantry to the completed structure now, sir.
Really goddamn expensive, AA.
Requesting orders, sir. Let's go. Sir, yes, sir.
The Nightjar is designed for long-range anti-vehicle use, while the Solitaire is a powerful industrial flame discharge facility. DefenseNet advises you to experiment with their placement until you find a tactical premise that aligns with your battle strategies.
Commander, it is clear from the volume of attacks that the Roaches have rebuilt their nest to the east. Clearly, you weren't thorough in your reconnaissance over there. Now, you have to destroy it again before they grow more bleeders. Defense net out.
Sir, yes, sir.
I was perfectly, fine with it. They're the ones who burst up and put down more buildings.
Roger that.
Commander, can you hear me? I'm Analyst 124 Echo. Crap, I don't know if you can even hear me. First day in InfoComm, and I don't know how half this stuff works. Okay, yes, I think I got it. Commander, I'm so sorry. Analyst Price just left and told me that you're on your own until she got back, but I can't leave you out there without intel. She's not telling you everything. That regrown nest you're working on is only part of the problem. SatNet shows there's more bleeders up north across the river. and they're pumping more of that crap into the water. You'll need to prep for an aerial incursion, and take care of that regrown nest quick so you have time to mop up what's left up north. I didn't mean to say you're not doing a great job, Commander. You're doing awesome. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Commander. Analyst Price is coming back. I have to go.
Well, I'm ready.
Insufficient mineral resources.
Raid reported. Roger. Sounds like a plan.
Vehicle mode.
System activated.
Moving out.
They can keep going that way.
Osprey on the field. Roger that.
System activated.
Okay,
Let's
Graves.
get to work. Sounds like a plan. I read.
System activated.
Let's get to work. Roger that. Confirmed. Roger.
System activated.
Moving out. Osprey on the field.
What's the headache?
Don't need something? It'll get done.
Okay, attack.
Osprey's on the field.
Roaches are attacking your base.
Damn it. Got distracted for a second and forgot about the other half of that wave. Right, there's a data card up there.
It'll get done. Osprey's on the field. All fine.
Mineral field depleted.
There. You in here. Oop.
Requesting orders, sir.
Roaches are attacking your base. Raptor standing by.
Yes, sir.
Am I cleared to engage? Vector locked in.
Okay, over here. Didn't land.
Osprey's on the field.
Oh, didn't actually need that.
With the LT.
Get to him. Didn't land. Stress fractures. The United Powers League possesses a globalized military force, which is the composite of 93% of the nation's militaries around the world. Unlike past Earth empires, however, such as Britain in the 1700s, where different countries were allowed to use their own uniforms and flags as part of a larger force, everything but the UPL's military is unified. All uniforms, vehicles, flags, and rank structures are the same across all nations. This lent itself to an intimidating aspect towards the civilian population as a projected power and reach for the government organization. Roach's invasion immediately changed this paradigm, as some individual nations found themselves cut off from the whole within a week of first landing, and to figure out means to fabricate their own weapons when the global networks were partially impaired. For example, the United States produced robotic exoskeletons, but endoskeleton systems were produced in China. Both parts were then shipped to Iceland for assembly. This was by design of the UPL to prevent any one nation from having means to rise up against the world order, and it's part of the reason that the UPL was not able to bring all its forces to bear everywhere earlier. Different regions were only able to fabricate limited vehicles and infantry equipment. The local factories were retrofitted to produce the required elements. This change has effectively made the UPL nations autonomous as they were prior to the UPL's foundation. Unfortunately, this is not sustainable, as even with the retrofitted assembly plants, supplies needed to produce all of the equipment are globalized as well. And presumably that's all intended. This is causing shortages in unit types in some regions, therefore reducing combat effectiveness. If supply shortages continue to mount, it will beat out as much as constant replenishing Roach forces that result in more defeats for the global military effort.
Raid reported.
That vehicle is still here. Awesome.
I'm with you, sir.
Get out? Oh, actually, no.
Requesting orders, sir.
No. Yeah, get out. Oh,
Weapons hot.
run back.
Go.
Insufficient Francine gas.
Mineral field depleted.
Awesome. Not that it's depleted, but that guy was back to work.
Ready to go, sir.
Up here.
Ready to go,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm gonna risk it all and bring Graves with me.
Roger.
Mineral field system activated.
Magnificent.
Roger that. Sounds like a plan. Roger.
Fusion reactors are required.
Yeah, that, I'm not sure what that is.
Roger that.
Oop, did not mean to go back here.
Additional fusion reactors are required.
That's a queen. Might start seeing infested Terran yet.
Research complete.
System activated.
Ready to go, sir.
System activated.
Ooh, there's Scourge.
Ready to go, sir.
Commander, guess what? The Roaches knocked our satellite net completely offline while you've been lollygagging around. So now we can't pinpoint the other bleeders. All we can tell you is that the remaining bleeders are north to northeast of your forward operating base, and they are protected by rock formations. You will need to move in by air. Think you can get this one right? Defense net out.
We have a couple Z1s running around, Commander. They found 3 smaller egg farms.
As Mom would put it, what? Is she on her period? No, really, Mom would put it like that. We had to deal with a bitchy chick in, I don't know, some organization we were in talking to her, and she was really hostile and grouchy. When she was away, Mom made a crack about her being on her period, and she was much nicer when she came back. No, I'm not kidding. We had to see her about something, and she was really hostile and grouchy. She left to go check something, came back, and she was much nicer. She might have overheard Mum's making a crack like that, may not have, I don't know.
I know we're spread thin here, so if you need to take some of Charlie Papa's people, then do it. They're on guard duty, so they can spare the heads.
Colonel Graves, sir. Colonel Nix has not given approval for you to take command of his Charlie Papa battalion in addition to your own, sir.
Well, there's a first. Having my orders questioned by a machine.
Car unit, override. Override!
Colonel Graves, sir. The car unit that just spoke with you is assigned to Colonel Nix. The car unit assigned to you, myself, has no concerns relative to the reassignment of Colonel Nix's troops. It is important for me to clarify this point, sir.
Colonel, you have my full support. I'll have the VI squad address the challenge protocols in my local car vector.
Roger that, Ben. Thanks.
Colonel Graves, sir. My apologies for the confusion. It is unusual to have more than one of my model at the same base of operations.
Stay on point, Car. I have enough damn drama from the people in my battalion. Don't need it from the VI, too.
Ooh, very nice.
Am I clear to engage? What's the heading? Raptor standing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My equipment is glitching out. Empty? My equipment is just suddenly lagging out here. Like, you can see the mouse glitching around here. It's really fucking tiring having my equipment just act up on me. I bought this like a couple months back. I need to get a new Ethernet thing. I'm kind of broke. Things are tight. I'm kind of broke around now. Let me reload this. If I can alt-tab back fuck in. I'm gonna get a new keyboard and mouse. Maybe I'll break out my previous one, I still have them. Okay. Can't get them in there.
What's the heading?
Take off. I think I may need to stop because this is just glitching the hell out. It's a little concerning that I was shaking the radiator over there because I hit my keyboard off the desk. With all the glitching, somehow the virtual camera started going.
Not Miller time yet, sir. Weapons hold. Am I clear to engage? Raptor
Beautiful.
standing by. Vector locked in. Scramble! Chattermark all the way.
In you go.
Roaches are attacking your base. Hit, sir.
I don't know why, but just suddenly my kit is glitching the hell out. It was fine earlier. It was fine for the first half of this recording, but now it's just suddenly glitching out. Drop. Up again. Fuck.
What mess. Roach guts everywhere. I'm loving this duty, Commander.
The impact of the destruction of those eggs is already registering. The lake contamination rate has dropped by 15%.
Roger that. Moving out.
Okay, perfect.
Go, go, go! Roger that. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. I shall comply.
Take off.
I stand ready to assist.
What's the heading? Roaches are attacking your base. I'm taking some hits, sir.
Commander, you have further reduced the lake contamination rate by 10%, sir. I'll comply.
I can't wait to get back out there. Am I clear to engage?
Understood, Commander.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, they're gonna be left behind. Oh well. It's not like Car was gonna live much longer anyway.
Mineral field depleted.
I may actually have enough time to do this. My units are pretty damaged now.
Commander,
Oh, only one guy in here?
rate from the Ula spore has dropped another 25% for a total of 50%.
Let's get to work.
Oh, Jericho got killed. Shit. She does not have a shield. Can't buff her that way.
Yes, Commander.
Mineral field depleted.
Drop it. Lift off.
Raptor standing by. Weapons hold. Moving to the TZ. Chatter mark all the way. Lights off. Moving in. Scramble.
Drop.
Commander, the lake contamination
No.
rate
D-
from the Ula
It's not gonna.
dropped another 25% for a total of 50%.
Not gonna get there quite in time. Should have been a bit faster at the start.
Mineral field.
I'm still getting obsessive about that.
I can't wait.
Oh well. I'm not gonna get all achievements anyway.
Let's get to work. Sounds like a plan.
Mineral field depleted.
No bunkers. UPO determined early on that its infantry doctrine will be offensive in nature. This means more mobile, but more likely armored ground pounders than were originally conceived with. The UPO determined early on that its infantry doctrine will be offensive in nature. This means more mobile, but more likely armored ground pounders than were originally conceived with heavier, bulky armor. So allows infantry units to move more rapidly on covert runs and recon runs. The downside is survivability. As if these infantry platoons are caught in the open, they do not have the durability of the aforementioned heavy armored marine concept. It should be noted at the time the psychopath Doran Rausch supervised the launching of his 4 supercarriers, the bulky marine armor was forerunner for outfitting UPL military forces, and as such was the schematic loaded to supercarrier archives, and it's this that evolved into infantry armor of choice in the Kapuru sector a couple centuries later. Because UPL infantry are offensive instead of defensive, the idea of bunkers was dismissed. So the bunkers would simply postpone the inevitable, which is having lightly armored infantry with no change in weapon profile being temporarily shielded from attack. Instead, Osprey helicopters were outfitted with a passenger hold to deploy 4 infantry units behind enemy lines. The combat support vehicle has an onboard med station to patch up battle wounds for infantry, and UPL constructed offensive structures for infantry to use in driving a wedge forward in any field of operations. The Nightjar and Solitaire are used for this purpose, allowing infantry to gain the protection and firepower of armored vehicles while still maintaining their mobility. It's not uncommon for UPL infantry platoons to advance, take a tactical objective, deploy some Nightjar or Solitaire buildings. When the time comes to press forward, infantry abandon those buildings, take a new objective point, and set up some more to maintain area superiority. If the infantry is forced to retreat, they can return to the Nightjars and Solitaires left behind as part of a counterattack. Very close. Did well.
Like you can tell the civvies they can keep their trawlers out a bit longer. Defense Edge said that Lake Michigan's entire shoreline is code green.
Commander, we're spreading out the Z1 platoons to ensure none of the Roachs' breeders trying to grow a new nest. We'll sweep up the dust and be home before you turn out the nightlights, sir.
Very close. I did well, but no cigar. If I had sped up a little bit at the start, it would have been fine. Lake Michigan, full spectrum superiority.
It was a hell of a win for the good guys today, don't you think?
Colonel Graves, sir. May I ask you a question?
Sure, Carr.
You do not exhibit the typical physiological response I have come to expect in a victory event. Are you experiencing any health issues, sir?
Do you know the first thing I've done the last 6 days when I wake up?
I am not with you at that time of day, sir. So it is not possible for me to respond to this question accurately.
First thing I do when I get up is read the global situation reports. Every day, the Roaches cover more and more of our landmass. It won't make a damn bit of difference what we do out here, or how many Roaches we kill. It doesn't matter how many nests we torch. Last night, I read DefenseNet's complete analysis on the farm situation. The Roaches aren't eating the cows, or the sheep, or any of it. They're using the animals as food for their eggs.
Sir, there is a finite supply of livestock. The aliens will be unable to breed once the supply of mammalian creatures has been depleted. This presents itself as a tactical advantage.
No, Carr. Be glad you're a VI instead of an AI. Or you'd be scared shitless just thinking about it.
Virtual intelligence rather than artificial. Sounded like a screaming baby. Are they infesting babies now? Ooh, I actually got hold of war. Nice. Typo. Got very close.